Hey, welcome back you beats to another video here on the channel. How are you all doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another how to tame series where we're going to be showing you how to tame the big Bronto today. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I mean, they're super. Oh my god, there's a croc behind us. Nope. So before we get out of creative mode, I just want to show you a few methods. So there's 3 methods you can use for trying to tame a Bronto. You can build a little hut like this, put another wall in front of you here, and then just sort of crouch and aim up. It'll be above you, but it'll be hitting the walls and not you, so you won't take damage. You can just keep trying to knock it out and shooting it, and then until it starts to torpor run. The second method is to lead it to a cliffside, which normally the spawn near mountains and all that, so it's really easy. Get them to a cliffside and start shooting them. They won't be able to get up the cliff. Just be wary though that when they start to run, you have to make your way down the cliff. Now, what my method is, and my preferred method, is do it on either foot, which is great, but when you're reloading, you slow down quite a bit. Or go on a mount that allows you to use a weapon, so like a dire wolf or something. We're going to use a raptor just because it was here. I had it lying around. So yeah, you just be on the raptor and you shoot it, and then you can run off. And you turn back around, shoot it again, run off, and until it starts torpor running. Okay, so that's the best methods for taming it. I'm going to show you that in action in a moment. And then we'll go on to show you what the best taming method is, so what kibble's best, what items are best. And then we're going to talk about all the things that the Bronto is good for, which is a lot. So stay tuned for that. If you find the video interesting or you find it useful, make sure to like button, subscribe to become a human being, and let's get into this video. So normally you'll find these in the forest, next to mountains. You can find them on the beaches, but it's very rare. On the island, at least, anyway. The issue with fighting them in the forest is that they'll be stuck behind. There's a load of like trees. Obviously, it's a forest. And the issue is not trying to knock out the Bronto or escaping the Bronto. The issue is trying to avoid other creatures that will aggro onto you. Maybe some cactus broth or something. Maybe that will stop the creatures coming after you. Okay, so we've removed creative mode as requested, and we're going to start shooting this guy. Now, they're not the fastest, so I mean, look at that. I mean, you're going to get a few bullets into them before they even reach you. Now, this is a super OP rifle, so it's not going to take too long. As you can see, he's coming after us, and all you need to do, because it's not the fastest, you can sort of just walk like this. You're not even running, and it's only just about catching up, and you can easily outrun its attack when it swings its tail. So we're just going to carry on, and this is all we're going to do. We're just going to run away, turn around, blip, and then run away. Turn around. This is why it's easier if it's an open land, but obviously, if you've got trees around you and all that, it might get stuck on the trees, but it can knock down trees, so just be careful. Would be a lot easier if you use the trap or if you use the mounting method, but I prefer having the control, because I don't like it when the creatures run off. When the torpor run, I don't like having to chase them down. So that's why I'm typically using this. To knock it out, I would recommend using shock trank darts with the long neck, but as you can see, it is going to be doable with the long neck with just regular darts. I do have a super OP rifle though, so we should put that in consideration. This is probably 4 times as good as what your rifles would be. And there's torpor running. Okay, so the one thing we don't want to happen is it to go into the sea. So I'm just going to keep my distance, let it do its thing. We're just going to keep shooting it. Oh, I just saw it was super easy to outrun one of these guys. Oh, have you juked me? No, you haven't. As you see, he's getting stuck on the trees, so this may happen to you. And it may get stuck in the trees. Ay, don't hit me, bro. It juked me. I thought you was torpor running. I hate it when they do that. They lead you into a full security. They're like, yeah, I'm not really torpor running. I'm just gonna beat you up. It's gonna take a long time, but this is generally the process. I'm just gonna skip it to its torpor running, to be honest. Has this worked? Oh, it has worked. Wow. So I've led it up to the mountain trap. We'll be able to show you this one now. So as you can see, it's just aggroed onto us. I climbed up the side, got a little bit of distance between me and it, and then climbed up the side, and now he's just down there, chilling. Can't get to us. Don't have to keep running around, it's a lot easier. You get more shots off quicker. But then he might do this. I don't know if he's been real or if he's actually torpor running. He likes to juke you. That's, yeah, we can still hit this guy. Okay, so I'm going to start making my way down the cliff side, because he's definitely running now. There we go. It's collapsed. Oh my god, that took actually forever. So it says on the wiki that on official rates, this could potentially take up to 90 darts with the trank gun. That was definitely more than 90 for me. So I guess it's depending on your rates. But that guy's gone down. Hell yeah. So now we could talk about, well, yeah, we can talk about. Let's talk about this guy's methods of taming. So if you just want a bog standard tame, you could just use berries or meadow berries, which, you know, you can easily get from just picking plants. There we go. We got some berries there, but you want meadow berries. That's fine, but optimally, you're going to want to use exceptional kibble. You're going to get the perfect tame, which is always great, but most importantly, the taming will be a lot quicker. Because I don't know if you noticed, this guy, feeding this guy your berries is going to take you a lifetime. You may as well just call it quits. A level 150 on official could take up to 54 exceptional kibble, depending on the rates. Obviously, my rates are much higher, so 1 kibble gave 23%. But just know that you may, if your rates aren't higher, you may be doing this for a long time. Best thing to do when trying to tame a Bronto is let it starve first. So don't do what I've done, just chuck the food in. You want to see this food meter go down to quite a bit. I'd say like about a quarter, and then chuck the food in. It'll tame up a lot quicker. Okay, so you've tamed your Bronto. Look at this monster. What is it actually good for? Why do you need this? Well, first of all, you need to get to the correct level to ride this guy. So a Bronto saddle is level 63, but then you can get a platform saddle at 82. And we'll talk about both of these now. We'll use the regular saddle first of all, which as you can see is humongous, but it's definitely worth it. Which we'll show you now. This guy is the best berry collector in the game. You just look at the way that you want to swing your tail, and you left click, swing that tail. Look at the resources that we just got from one swing of the tail. Best berry collector. If you're in like a field or something, this thing is going to destroy. Again, do that. We just collected so many berries. And you've also got the, and as you can see, it's very good to get in thatch and a bit of wood. I mean, it's not the best, but the hit radius on this is insane. We're getting trees all the way over there. So even though it's a slow creature, you can get stuff at such a high range. We just get all them trees over there. It's crazy. So it is very slow. But weight is like the third highest weight in the game. Insane for transporting your bases. Insane just for collecting. Look at all these resources we just got. Like really quick. The health is the second best health stat in the game. And I think Titanosaur is the first best health stat. So this guy makes an incredible tank. That is one of the first things if it's PvP that you're after. Or if it's just single player. And you're just after something that's beefy, that can take on a load of stuff, has a load of HP. This is the guy. I mean, it is extremely slow though, so you may want to pump up that movement speed a little bit. But for PvP, with like the huge radius that this guy can hit, if you're fighting one of these guys on that huge radius, I mean, you can shoot the guy, but you can also build around this guy a metal case to protect the rider, which we'll talk about in a moment. But this guy is great for PvP. It will tank out anything. You can also use it to try and soak turrets because of having such high health. Just pump up the health, stand in front of some turrets, and they'll all start shooting you. You'll be able to waste all the ammo. It's fine. Up until Genesis 2, where they've got auto refilling turrets, because then I don't know how people are going to raid bases. Like I already mentioned, this guy's expert at gathering wood, thatch, and berries. I mean, it's just you just need to go to a berry field on Ragnarok near the Wyvern rocks. There's like a huge berry field. You just need to go there. Swipe your tail there and you're set. You got that many narco berries, it's crazy. Look at all that. Easy. Now, I'm not a huge PvP player, but a lot of the specifications of this guy come from PvP. Obviously, you could use it as a base defense. You could put it around the inside of your walls, so if they get through the walls, so you can just have these lined around and they can't get any further until they kill these guys. So, I mean, yeah, this guy is pretty much tanky. But for PvE players, which is me personally, what can this guy do for you? Well, like I said, it is really tanky. And you're not going to have much that can mess with this guy. On Genesis Part 2, if you have... Oh, yeah, bro, give me that guy. If you have the ability to transfer to other servers, you can bring a Bronto over to Genesis Part 2. And you know the escort mission? Where you got to escort a baby dinosaur across the map? Or even the Gold Rush missions? Dude, this guy would be perfect. You literally just stand there swiping your tail like this. Nothing's going to come close because it also has that knockback. So PvP... and PvE, this guy is amazing. That's with the regular saddle, but you could also fit on this saddle, which is the platform saddle. And as you can see, it just adds a decent platform. Now, if you have S+, you can get an even bigger platform, which is awesome. And what you could do with this, you could have this into a mobile base. I wouldn't recommend it on PvP, but PvE, you could have this. I mean, on PvP, you could have it as like a setup for when going to other areas. But as you can see, it's a mobile base, and it just sits on the back. You can build anything here. You can put your base in. You can have all like generators, turrets. You know, you can build it a little bit high. Yeah, I mean, this is great. You can just put loads of stuff in here. Everything that you need for on the run. You can tame creatures off here. So there's any aggressive creatures. If you had this guy on passive, I don't see any aggressive creatures, but you can just shoot stuff off here. Try and tame them up. Just try and get that power source. Nope. Okay. yeah, so you got aggressive creatures that can just come up. You can start taming them. Like I was saying, you could build on this. Now, I don't have any stuff with me now, but there's loads of videos on building on these platform foundations. So then you can protect the rider as well as protect your stuff. PvP, that is insanely important. PvE, not so much, because you could probably leave this open and nothing's really going to attack it. But obviously adds a lot more storage to your Bronto. For example, put a few chests on here, go into your Bronto, get all the berries out, chuck them into the chests, and then just go and collect more berries. Makes it super easy for collecting stuff. Like I said, the issue is that it's just super slow. Pump that movement speed if you just want one for collecting berries. Does it make a world of difference? Not really, but if you just solely level movement speed, if that's an issue for you, as you can see, this guy's a little bit faster. But it's still going to take you a long time to get to, say, over to that obelisk. Honestly, the main reason why I get a Bronto is for berry collection. Back in the day, so I would get a Bronto and just leave it next to a berry field on PvE, and I'll just come back whenever I need berries, just hit all the berry bushes up, transfer the berries into an RG, fly back home. That was my plan with this guy. I sort of just left it in one place because of how slow it was. Anyways, guys, that is the Bronto with the platform saddle and the regular saddle. That's how to tame it. That's basically all of its abilities. It's just a tank, bro. It is amazing. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, make sure to like button, subscribe to the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Now, bye.